This is a flip down handle. You can put it in a doorway or just on a wall near steps. I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you about $27. They haven't paid me for my review, and my opinions remain my own. So in the box, we receive a rolled up piece of paper, which has your general instructions on it, and this bag of mounting hardware. Alright, so this is a waste collection bag. You stick it to the wall, you drill through it, and all the debris is supposed to land in the bag. Now, other hardware, we have 4 of these screws here, which I believe are probably for wood, maybe. And then they have 4 of these screws which match up to these anchors, and so that could be masonry or drywall or brick or anything where you need an anchor to expand in. Alright, so this is the main piece of hardware itself, and it is a fold up, and it has, I believe, a magnet in here. It looks like a magnet. It doesn't really have a serious snap, but it also holds it upright. It doesn't like come down once you put it up. And you basically put in the screws here, put in the screws here, and anytime you want to use the handle, you can fold it down and then hold on to it. It has a nice little lip here, so it makes it, difficult for your hand to slide off the end, although it's not as high as I think I would like. So it's something, but it's not, it's, I'd say 1/4 inch, and I think 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch would be a little better there, but it's plenty wide, so I have a pretty big hand, and this thing has a good inch at the end of that there. And there's arrow pointing up, so, this is the suggested installation setup, because, if it's this way, your hand just drops down. So total width sticking into your doorway here is probably going to be about, I'd say, 2 inches. And it is nicely rounded, so there's not a lot to really get caught on things as you're walking by. So this guy feels pretty nice. The rubber is thick enough where it doesn't feel super hard. It has nibbies and grips. I'm not able to turn it on this guy, so it's it's on there well enough that it's not turning and spinning. They have a rivet that kind of holds it in place, so it's not going to slip off or spin around. This feels like pretty heavy-duty steel, so we're going to go screw this into a wall and test it, but it feels like once you get this anchored well into a wall, it's not going anywhere. Right, so after we determine where we want it, I just used a pencil to mark these 4 holes here. Alright, I'm using a 1/8 inch pilot hole here. I peeled the sticker off the wall, and we will drill approximately the angle this handle is going to be on. So that was easy enough, and the bag peels off the wall pretty well. I'm going to stick it, move it to the next hole. Alright, so those holes look good. I'm going to check the bottom holes. Make sure this is in the right orientation. Make sure I have the bottom holes marked appropriately. Alright, it helps if you have a long screwdriver. Okay, with all 4 screws in, we have a pretty solid handle here. And so you can grab onto that as you're walking into the door, or you can fold it out of the way.